I have gotten around to watching a few movies in the last week, and here will be a quick rundown of the movies and the releases. The first one I saw was The Peacemaker. I looked around for a movie to watch that night, and I saw I still had this laying around, and I have had it for like 8 years or something like that, and hadn't seen it. But yeah, now I have, and it's a good 90s action movie. It's not like it reinvented the genre. It got a young George Clooney and younger Nicole Kidman in it. Both were not the mega stars they are today back when they made this, but it's good. It's a good thriller, but it doesn't reinvent anything, and it's like even though the Cold War was over at this time, they still like play up the tension. So yeah, 3 out of 5. And the release, it's a pretty old release, since I had it laying around for like 8 years before watching it. So it's like 10 years old, but it looks okay and it sounds okay. Nothing extraordinary, and the extras are bad. Not that I wanted to watch extras, but those that are on here are not worth watching. The next one I saw was Public Enemies, with Johnny Depp and friends. It's good, but I expected more. I think Christian Bale is so good in this, but isn't he always so very, very good? But like the rest of the cast isn't nearly as good. I like the way that it's filmed with the handheld shots and stuff like that, but I just expected more. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't. It was a bit of a letdown. It's not a bad movie, but I just wanted it to be more than this. So yeah, it gets 3.5 stars out of 5. It's a shame, because it really has the potential to be more. It's about these gangsters led by Johnny Depp being hunted down by the newly formed FBI. With Christian Bale in front, and like they chase each other around the country. So yeah, as far as a gangster film goes, it's not one of the best. It's a shame. I don't know why I watched this, but this was also a first for me. Chain reaction. I don't know. It's just stupid popcorn action from the mid-90s. It doesn't really do anything, and the plot holes in it are so ridiculously big. But the effects and the destruction makes up for some of it. But it's about the scientist who makes like this clean energy source, and the oil industry don't want it out, and they start killing each other. and now they have to find out who's behind and who's a friend and who's a foe. It's not that good at all. 2 out of 5. And the release, it's pretty good. It's one of the earlier Blu-ray releases, so it's encoded in MPEG-2, but it still looks pretty good, especially when you think it, or when you remember it's like 10 years old, and it's not a high priority for the studio to really make it look that good. So it looks good, and it sounds even better. The sound is really good, and there are no extras, which is a shame. But it looks good, sounds even better, but the movie sucks, so yeah. That I hadn't seen this before. But Dirty Harry, yeah, I know. I don't know why it took me so long to get around to watching this, but it's really good, and Clint Eastwood is so good as Carrie or as Harry Callahan. But like the political agenda with the movie, I really don't like. And don't get me wrong, it's really heavy on the political stuff, like why does the criminals have to have rights, and why can't I just beat them down until they tell me where the hostages are, and stuff like that. It really at one point the police commissioner, I think, or the mayor says, "Have you heard about the Miranda rights?" So it's like they're trying to make it out like these rights for criminals are not a good thing. And yeah, that is a point of view I cannot condone. But other than that, the movie is really good, and it's about Clint Eastwood's character, Dirty Harry Callahan, who goes who's put on the case with a sniper shooter that just shoots random people. Yeah, and of course he cracks the case and and beats down the criminal, like I said. It's a good movie, but you know, if you can't separate the political agenda from the movie, then you shouldn't watch it. And the extras are not good at all. There are one featurette from the 70s, and it's pretty dull. The version I got is the first version that was out on Blu Ray, and it's on Blu Ray, on DVD, and it's the Danish DVD. And that of course means that the picture quality isn't nearly as good as it could be, and as it is on the remastered versions. And the sound isn't that good at all either. It got a 5.1 surround soundtrack, but it doesn't utilize it at all. So yeah. But an awesome film. 4.5 out of 5. And a forgettable release. So if you are looking to pick it up, I would suggest picking up the remastered DVD or the Blu-ray. It's only because I've had this laying around for a few years that I haven't upgraded myself, but I am looking into the Blu-ray set, mostly because I am missing the 5th film in the series on the DVD. I don't know why I never got that. D-War, Dragon Wars, and holy shit, is this ever bad. I got this release from a friend who also collects DVDs, but doesn't do it as much anymore, and doesn't want bad movies in his collection. So I got this from him, and yeah, I understand why he gave it away, because it's just bad, and it's not even like so bad it's good. It's worse than that. It's like so bad it's good. I love those kinds of movie, but it just goes beyond that. It just is so bad that it's annoying to watch and you want to stop. But I made it through. Yeah, the acting is bullshit and so fucking bad. And all of the budget, it's a very big budget movie for Korean standards. Because don't get it wrong, it is a Korean film, and it got some good effects, but when that's all that is good about the film, and the story is complete bullshit as well. Yeah, you got a problem then. So yeah, fuck it. It's just a bad movie, and I really can't recommend it to anyone. And what's even worse is the release. It looks awful. It got interlacing when the camera pans around. It just looks so fucking bad. And the sound. It's a movie from 2007, and we still only get a Dolby Surround track 2.0. That's just not good enough for a movie of this caliber. It's the Danish release, and I think it's the worst one out there. But yeah, I can't recommend the movie at all. 1 out of 5. And the release is just pathetic. So yeah, keep away, keep the fuck away.